Next is the literary devices of this poem, How to Tell Wild Animals. So this is the first stanza. The rhyme scheme is A, B, A, B, C, C. A, B how? Chance, advance, both are A. East, beast, both are B. Dine, lion, both are C. So how it is? A, B, C, C. Chance, advance, east, beast, dine, lion. So A, B, C, C. This is the rhyme scheme. Enjambment. Enjambment is a continuation of the sentence to the next line. Where is enjambment over here? Here. And if there ... Tawny based. Okay, so here is an enjambment without any punctuation. Inversion, change in the format of the sentence if there should to advance. Inversion. What is inversion? An inverted sentence switches the placement of the verb before the subject of the sentence. So we know a sentence has a subject, a predicate and a verb. And where is the verb generally? After the subject. This is the normal composition of the sentence. So in normal sentence, you are tired. The subject is you and it is before the verb are. So here is the subject and here is the verb. But what happens when the sentence is inverted? Are you tired? So the verb is here. Are and you is here. So inversion is there. The verb are is before the subject you. The verb comes before the subject. They have changed the place. This is called inversion. So an inverted sentence switches the placement of the verb before the subject of the sentence. So where it is here, if there should to you advance. You should. We always say you should advance. That person should advance. But what happens here? And if there should to you advance, a large tawny beast means the beast should advance to you. The beast, but here what happens? Should is before, should to you. So here inversion is there. Like you are tired. Are you tired? You should do this. Should you do this? The beast should advance. Should the beast advance? So what is happening? The verb is changing the position. Next is assonance. What is assonance? Assonance is the repeated vowel sounds in a line or lines of poetry. Like lake, fate, base, fade. What happens? All shares a sound. The sound which? A vowel sound. So repeated vowel sound. Where is this repeated vowel sound? A. So the repeated vowel sound in a line or the lines of a poetry is known as assonance. So use of the vowel sound O. You should go. Should do you. Roads. All these where what we see? O. Everywhere O. So here assonance is created. Next is allusion. What is allusion? Allusion is reference to famous things, place, species of animals, etc. Like Asian lion is a famous species. We have heard about this Asian lion before also. This is not the first time that we are getting this. So allusion means when we know something previously, like Bengal tiger. We already know this thing. So this is an allusion because the thing which we know, that is brought to the poetry again. Next paragraph. Again the same rhyme scheme is again followed. Okay. Round, ground, you, learn, discern. A, B, A, B, C, C. Alliteration. What is alliteration? Repetition of consonant sound are at the start of two or more closely connected words. Roaming round. Alliteration is a repetition of the same sound at the beginning of the sequence of words. So alliteration happens where? In the beginning of a sequence. Wi-Fi wonderfully. What we see? WW. Everything is in the beginning. So alliteration is something which happens in the beginning. Roaming round. The R is not in between the words, but where is the R? Before the sentence begins. So repetition of the consonant sound at the start of two or more closely connected words. So the word is start. It will be in the beginning only. Again inversion is there. The Bengal tiger to discern means recognize. Discern means the Bengal tiger to recognize. So you will recognize the Bengal tiger is the normal sentence that we say. But here the sentence is the Bengal tiger to recognize. So the recognized thing is coming after everything. It is coming where? To recognize. The verb is not in the position where it should be. The format of the change sentence is changed. What we say? You should recognize. You will recognize the Bengal tiger. The Bengal tiger to discern. So you will recognize the Bengal tiger is the normal sentence that we say. But here what happens? The sentence format is changed. What is changed? The format. So when you hear this type of sentence which you feel a bit odd, where you see the subject verb predicate position is not proper, then you will know that it is the inverted sentence. But generally this inverted sentence is not so important. I'm telling you this just to include in your mind that this thing is also there in case this comes. But mainly your concentration should be always on the rhyming scheme, on the assonance, on the alliteration, or on the consonants. So next is allusion. Allusion I have told you. You remember the Bengal tiger. You know that there is a Bengal tiger and you know this from the very beginning. It is not the first time in the poem that you are hearing this. Next is assonance, the use of vowel sound O, or if sometime when roaming round. So the vowel sound O is there in assonance. I've told you assonance is the repetition of the vowel sound. O is here. Next stanza, again the same rhyming scheme. Alliteration means the use of consonant sound H in the beginning of the two. I've told you, and when you hear the word alliteration, remember it will be in the beginning of the sentence. That is HH. It is in the beginning. Poetic license, a liberty of the poet to change the spellings in order to create rhyme. Use of leapt instead of leapt. The actual spelling of leapt is L-E-A-P-T. It is not leapt, L-E-P-T. But sometimes, just to maintain the poetic balance, what the poet do, he or she changes the spelling. This type of change of spelling is known as poetic license. The poet has that much liberty, that much freedom to change the spelling in the sentence itself. So this is known as poetic license, the liberty of a poet to change the spelling. But this liberty is only given to the poet and not to us. If we do this sort of things by changing the spelling in the middle of the answers, our marks will be deducted, and that too in a huge amount. So don't even think of doing these things. So this is a poetic license, a liberty to the poet, where he or she do this type of thing only when he or she is writing a poetry. Next is repetition. Use of the word lep in the last line. Repetition, you know, the repetition of a single word 2 times, 3 times. If you see, you will tell that it is a repetition. Assonance is a use of vowel words. In the last assonance is use of vowel word O. O is the vowel word which is used again and again. Now as consonants. Consonants is use of the I sound, L sound. He'll only lip. Consonance means the repetition of a consonant sound, not a vowel, but a consonant sound within the words in the same sentence or phrase. Where the consonant sound is repeated number of times within the same sentence or phrase. He stood on the road and cried. Alliteration was something which was in the beginning, but consonance is something which can be in anywhere in the sentence. Repetition of the consonant sound. So use of L sound in here. See, here L is not in the beginning, but here L is in the beginning. So main thing is the repetition of this consonant sound. In the next para, again same rhyming scheme. Enjambment means continuation. Continuation is if you were walking till the creature. Enjambment is over here. Alliteration is use of W sound when walking.